Hi, a shoe here. Surely you have noticed if you put an item on water, it'll either sink or float. Today we're going to be learning about that, and we're also going to be making a simulator by coding, simulating that. So the first thing we have to learn is whether anything sinks or floats, because you might be confused. One little concept is if something is light, then it'll float like a feather. But if something is very, very, very heavy, like a rock that I can't even lift, well, that is surely going to sink. But I don't think it's the case. Then how do cruise ships float? Another concept that we have to tackle is called mass. You might be thinking, mass? I don't know what's mass. Mass is the amount of stuff in an object. Like, the amount of stuff is greater if a bucket has more sand than a bucket which is empty. So it has more stuff. Mass. You might be thinking, so what? How is this related to buoyancy? We have to tackle one last concept called Archimedes' principle. Archimedes' principle states that if something is more dense than the water below it, it's gonna sink. If it has less, then it's gonna float. So if an object floats, then it's positive buoyant. If it sinks, then it's negatively buoyant. So let's experiment with the items. See you. And now let's start. First, we go into code.org like normally. Then we go into Sprite Lab, the first one, which has the penguin dancing. Then any things like below when run, just delete that. We won't be needing that. Now name your project so we can easily find it. I'm gonna name it which sinks and which floats. Okay, really tempting title there. Now we have to get our sprites. Right now I'm aiming for getting 8 for items that sinks and 4 items that floats. And instead of getting make new sprite at something, get a make new sprite called my sprite with costume blah blah blah. Now we got 8. Put all of them. We can not overlap them, like we can put them in different places at the end. Let's see. Oh, a book that can sink. So we can call this book. This one. Let's just say a hippo came. Let's just say that would sink. Okay. Maybe there's some in these. Ooh, a pot. Maybe we can. Yeah, this one will sink. Anything else? Maybe in vehicles there might be one. Ooh, might be, let's just say that we got a jetpack from somewhere, like Subway Surfers or something. Maybe we can use that in our simulation of what sinks and what floats. The jetpack will sink. And we already got our 4 sinking items. Now let's get our 4 floating ones. Anything? Okay. Ooh, a paintbrush. Maybe we can use that as the um as something that floats. I'm gonna name this one paint brush. Then this one jetpack. Okay. Let's see. Maybe we can use something else in vehicles. Ooh, a boat. Maybe we can use that. We can rename it as boat. Now we need 2 more floating ones. Maybe we can get some more from these generic items. Ooh, a cup. Maybe we can use this plastic cup. We'll call this one plastic cup. Maybe we can use let's see what we have in more in generic items. Ooh, a glove. Maybe we can use that. Glove. Okay, now let's see where all them goes. But let's see which sinks and which floats. How can we make anything sink or float without having it any water, right? So then set your background to underwater. Perfect. All them are seeming too big, right? So why not let's just make their size a little bit smaller. Set size. Delete this and set the size to anything that's suitable for you. I'm gonna see which one I can do. Sprite my sprite. Okay, I'm just gonna get the boat as an example. I'm just gonna put it in a different place. Oh, 50 is a great thing. Copy it and do it for all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do that for each and every one. Okay, yes. Now we can put all them in different places. There, maybe we can put the boat. Okay. Okay, we got some. Now we need some more. Okay. I took it one from a different one. Took the boat. Which was already set in a good place. Okay, now everything's good. Now we can get to them sinking and floating. Now we get events. Also, we copy each and every one of this. Copy each and every one of them is because we are going to be using for the making them clicked. Okay. So whenever 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it for each one. Okay. Now with that we got all the when the item is clicked ones. Just sorting it out. Okay. Now let's make a behavior, because we need to make a behavior so one sinks and one doesn't. And we don't want to be repeating everything like, plastic cup moves south, and whenever it touches the edge, it stops. Boat moves somewhere, and the plastic moves somewhere, and then whenever it touches the edges, it stops. See, that's really tiring. So let's just make a behavior instead. 2 behaviors. One that is sinking, and another one is floating. Sinking. Okay, now let's do actions. Okay, sinking. Okay, north is up and south is down. So sinking means it's going down, so we have to make it south. I think that's too fast. Let's do it 1 pixel south. And it'll be this bright. Cause we don't want to be we don't want to be hippo, make another behavior. Glove, make another behavior. Glass, another behavior. Paintbrush, etc., etc. We don't want to be doing that. We just want to be making for this bright. Now that we got sinking, now let's make the floating one. We're going to create a behavior. And then we go into floating. Then it'll be this bright. Okay. Oh, also whenever it touches the edges, it's gonna stop, right? We have to make changes to the floating one and the sinking one, so both of them can stop, or else the item will keep on going, float, or sinking, and keep on going that for infinite. Then we go into actions, then we go into edges, block this bright from moving. I'm gonna make a change to the sinking one, which is edges block the sprite from moving. Yes. Now that we got it, now we can finally put it. Okay. Now sprite. There's a lot. So repeat that one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now that we got it, now let's put the names. Let's get one of the sprites called my sprite and we copy it. Ah, I think that's too much. But you never know. Oh, we have 3 that are okay. Now rename all of them so they can match the thing. Like rename this plastic cup, book, glove, hippo, jetpack, paintbrush, pot, and yeah. Now we do the behaviors. We also have to think which one floats and which one sinks. Okay, so the plastic cup, oh, also get 2, one floating and one sinking, and copy each of them 4 times. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now this one. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now the plastic cup, that floats. The boat also floats. The book, that one sinks. Now the glove, that floats too. Now the hippo, it sinks. Now the jetpack, it also sinks. The paintbrush floats and the pot sinks. Okay. Now let's check all of them. And yes! Woo! Yes, it works! It's so satisfying. I'm gonna do all of them again. It's like, which one sinks? You can even bet your friends and you be like, does the jetpack sink or not? Oh, it sinks. Does the paintbrush? It floats. Float, float, sink, sink, float, sink. Yes, we got ourselves a sink. I'm going to actually name it Sink and Float Simulator. Oh, what is this? Okay. A sink and float simulator. Woo!